Yo, everybody, Lycan-Strife here, Driftwolf Gaming, and yeah, we're back on CarX. Karma XT asked me in a video, in a comment of a video. First of all, he complimented me, so thanks for that. And he actually asked, he or she asked if I wanted to make a video or put something in the description regarding the setting of, I think, this BMW E36. Now, I do not know why it's all of a sudden like this. I have it on Ultimate, apparently. We're gonna go over to, I think, Design, or is it Body Kits? No, I think it's Body Kits, actually. I don't remember. Oh yeah, here we go. No. Oh my god. Why are you doing this? What was this one? There we go. We had this one. Select. Go back. What? What's going on? Something is wrong? It's not saving it. What the fuck? That's weird. Okay, something is wrong with my game, but whatever. We're gonna go into the game whether or not we like this or not. So Tandem Drift, Parking A, Config 3. Here you can see how many times I already played, or at least I have a couple of scores in there. So the highest that I have is 97.35 as a leader, and the chaser had 97.45. Again, that's myself because I'm chasing after myself. So we're just gonna select this. People that are playing this game for the first time, please manual shift. That's how it's supposed to be in drift cars, not automatic. Choose the wütend. Wütend is actually German for angry. Don't get it mixed up with Dutch. I'm from the Netherlands. Our neighbors are Germany, Deutschland. And that's actually Deutsch or German. We here in the Netherlands speak Dutch. But whatever. So this is fine. Select that. I need to see if this is going to work or not. I always just go up in second, third. I don't even know if this is gonna work or not. Oh shit. Oh. Contact! Something wrong with my stupid ass. I don't know what's going on. How do you call it? When you put in the 3.5mm thing in the Go XLR, it's not really that great. So we're gonna try that again. At least now I can hear myself. So we're gonna play with Wütend again. I'll just do a little run and then look into the settings. Okay, so I'm pretty much fucking up again because it's correction. That's because I'm wiggling the stick. As you can see though, even though I had some corrections, I have a 93.56. That's for somebody who has not played this game in like 1.5 months or something. I don't remember. Long time though. So now we press A again, which is tricky because it's actually Xbox controls and I am playing with a PlayStation 5 controller. So I have to press the X button for continue. We choose Wütend again. And we're going to try and mimic. Excuse me. Hope y'all are having a good week. So we're gonna go and chase after him. Correction. Still doesn't matter that much because I was pretty close right there. And let's see how much we have. 89. I think we can do better. So we're gonna do the A button again, which is retry second race. Yeah, so we're gonna try that again, see if we can get a little bit closer and a little bit more fluid. I've got to try and mimic everything completely, but it's very difficult. So handbrake and shifting back towards third gear when you're going out of fourth, that's all fine. You just need to stay close and have the same line. There you go, 96.9. You see, even for a dumbass like me, it's still easy to do. So what we're going to do now is results. So again, if you press the A button, which is the X on the PlayStation controller, you're going to do retry second race, which is something you don't want to do. We have the B button, which is result. That means that you end this whole chasing thing, which is what we do want. X is restart, which of course is square. B is of course circle. And triangle is watch replay. So we can watch replay real quick. And shift forward a little bit. So I don't know why the DLC doesn't work, but okay. So this is pretty reasonably mimicked. As you can see, it was nice how I initiated at the same time with the other car. Now, I'm not as close to him on the side right there, but I fell back a little bit regarding shifting and handbraking. But still. So we're going to go back, circle, and we're going to do back again, circle, which is our results. We've got 12,076 XP, and we get $56,000 for that because we got past the total, which is 190. That's your mark. So we're going to go back to the menu, and when I go back into Tandem Drift, you can see parking A on the left side right now. If you get past a 190 total score, you get 12,000 plus XP, and you get $56,000, which is what we just did. I don't remember if they changed that. I do think they changed that. I don't remember, but whatever. Like I said, it's a long time ago, but people can do this. It's easy. It's not that difficult. It's something that you can just grind on a little bit. The XP, though, is, I think, the most important part. This was for people who wanted to, like, level up really quickly. So what I can do now is press the start button. And you can see right there, Lycan-Strife, that's me. And we have 256,179 XP. And we need to get 315,000 to get to level 20. So I don't know if they patched it, but whatever. It's something that you can, just... fix for yourself. Anyway, it's cool that you can now do night. Oh, buy DLC, really? Psst. I think it's on the PlayStation. It's a lot more open and it has a lot more other stuff. I can see a lot of stuff here that's actually DLC. I don't know why, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'll buy the DLC eventually, but I got the game on the PlayStation as well, so it's a little bit ridiculous. So then, Karma XD wanted to know, the hell is going on with your setup? So again, we have it on ultimate. I normally all cars I put on ultimate unless there's a big difference in speed regarding drift. There are a couple of cars that if you put it in drift and that's all that you want to do, you want to go and drift with the car. There are a couple of cars who benefit the most from the drift setup. But apparently most of my cars are ultimate because I want to get the most. But like I said, there are like a couple of cars, if you press drift, they have more horsepower than the ultimate configuration. Why? No clue. Probably race cars or whatever that have that weird thing. I think dyno stand, right? Yeah, okay. So this is the complete setup that I'm using for this specific car to grind the XP on the parking A configuration 3. So bear with me. I'm not gonna tell everything, but this is just my setup. Mostly, I don't screw around with certain things. Sometimes I check out other YouTubers who use their videos with car setups and stuff. 9 out of 10 times I tune my own cars, and I normally don't even screw around with gear levels or gear ratios and all that stuff. Normally, it's just my track, as you can see here, the front wheels. They tuck in a little bit in the fender, and yes, it's a little bit tight. You can see on the back it's a little bit higher. That's just my way of tuning. Don't hate on it because apparently it works for me. So front spring, you can see it right here. Rear spring, blah blah blah. This is something that you can all put up in pause on the video, and then I'll just go back over here. So it's front damper rebound. There you go. You can pause the video again here to see what I have done with the camber. So normally I put in a good amount of camber. As you can see how the wheel is turning right now when I chose caster, you can still see that the wheel's pretty straight. That works just like in real life. When you have a car with a lot of steering lock and you want to go drift it, because normally that's when you put in a lot of steering lock, it's to catch the car for over-rotating before it over-rotates. So normally when you have a lot more steering lock, your wheels are going to be outward like this, yeah? So you're going to have it like this with camber, and then when it turns, when you go out, it's going to go straight. That's how you see it here right now, if I'm making any sense towards people in English. So again, more steering lock, you need a little bit of camber, so you can like, adjust that so that the whole tread of the wheel is touching the asphalt, giving you more grip. If you put up too much camber, and when the wheel's turning out like that, full steering lock for drifting, it's either going to be pivoting outside or pivoting inside again. That's not good for your wear and tear of the wheel, and also because the whole thread or tread is not on the asphalt completely. That's actually what you want. You want to get the full tread or thread on the asphalt. So again, rear camber a little bit because eventually, just like in real life, when you lower the car, you normally get a little bit of camber on the back as well. Depends on specific cars and what you use for, coilovers or lowering springs or whatever, I think. And then we have the max steering angle at 59 degrees. So again, most of the time when I tune my cars, it's max steering angle that I tune, the front and the rear camber, and then the purely the front spring length and the rear spring length. Those are the three things in the first tab of suspension that I normally tune. Sometimes I screw around with the stiffness, which is the second one next to the length. So then we're going to go over to wheel. Wheels are actually, of course, your taste. It depends on how you want the car to look, stuff like that. Again, I'm pretty much a noob. I know how to do things a little bit in real life because I've been drifting for a couple of years, mostly on the wet, so it's not really that super interesting. It's difficult to explain, but I always try to do the minimum to get the most out of it. It's not that I'm lazy and I don't want to get into all the nitty-gritty stuff around drifting and, the whole adjustment and aligning and all that stuff. No, I just want to buy a specific car, like for example, my Lexus IS200, put a coilover set on there. Even without camber, I'm having a lot of fun in the wet, and even without more steering lock than normal. So I have normal steering lock. I do have coilovers, which I can adjust to harden the springs or make them softer, or the bounce. And an LSD, of course. An LSD is something nice, or just a welded diff. I used to do that for years as well. And that normally should be fine for a car, especially like a BMW or a Lexus IS200 or whatever. That's going to be fine. Now, if you want to do more, then you're going to do, of course, camber plates or specific tension rods or tie rods or whatever. Get spacers in between to get more steering lock, or maybe even a Wisefab kit or whatever. Sky's the limit. Do something with your engine, do something with your chassis, whatever. But again, this is a game. We're about to have fun, or we want to have fun with this. And don't make it too difficult for yourself, especially for people who just start with the game. So again, to get back to the whole thing here, sometimes I play around with the rims. I normally don't screw around with the tire width, the adhesion, the tire pressure. No. The wheel track, on the other hand, so we're going to look at that. See, this is the wheel track. That's something that you can do. Normally, just like in real life, how I do it with my cars, normally I put spacers on the front and make the car on the front a little bit wider than the rear, because that makes it very easy to twist and snap the back into a drift. So we had it on 11. We're going to keep it at 11. There we go. Now, rear base, again, normally I just do that. Just like the front, I do this on the side of my eyes, where I think that it's nice looking. So again, this is just a little bit on the edge of the fender. And this one, as you can see, of course, it's a little bit too low on the front, but it works. It's fine. Now, again, what we can do if we say, well, we want it to be a little bit more up on the front, we can go and play around with the stiffness, as you can see. If we put in a little bit more stiffness, it's going to come up a little bit. If you put it down a little bit, it's going to be softer. So we can put it up, leave it at 90, have it a little bit of a gap right there. So what you can do again as well is that if you want to have a little bit more stiffness on the back, it's going to go up. And then you can lower it, of course, with doing these. The front one. So you have the length and your stiffness. Stiffness, because it's being stiffer, it's going to go up more because there's going to be less travel. So if you're going to be happy with how stiff the ride is, then you can then choose the length of how low or how high you want the car. That compensates for each other. And the normally when you want to do, it's really stupid that I have 90, I don't know these measurements because I'm not in English, but normally we have kilograms and stuff like that. But we have The front spring stiffness is on 90 and the back is on 60 right now. I don't know. Normally, if I can translate it, but I probably have it wrong right now. Normally, the back should be stiff and the front should be soft because the front is trying to be grippy. So, because you're steering. So, the stiffer everything is on the back, the easier it is to slide the ass around. That's just how it is in real life. The front, normally when I'm drifting my Lexus IS200, because I don't want to eat in my fenders with my wheels, normally I have everything on hard. But if I would have the correct ride height, which I don't have right now because the front is a little bit more up and the back is a little bit more down, so it's kind of like a rocket ship. It works for me right now. It's ugly, but it works for me. So the front is now on soft and the back is completely on stiff or on hard. You can insert a lot of dick jokes here, but whatever. It's going to be a long video like this. So again, people can pause the video here on the wheel section. But normally I don't do a lot with it. Pretty much this video is for me. I'm pretty much a dumbass, a noob. Well, not necessarily a noob, but a dumbass for sure. So if you want to be a dumbass like me, all you have to do is that beginning thing with the suspension that I explained a couple of minutes ago. Wheels is something that you desire for yourself regarding how you want to look at the wheels, regarding the inches, the diameter, how big or how small you want the rims to look on your car. Engine. I don't do shit with the engine. 9 out of 10 times it's fine. I don't remember if I did anything with this car. I don't think so, but here it is. Pause the video. Put your engine tune up, your max torque, your rev limiter, your turbocharger, air pressure at whatever value you want. Play around with it and it's fine. Transmission, same story. Normally I don't do shit with this. So again, this is all just simple. Gear 670, gear 5 100. So it's one, but we're calling it 100. It's easy to understand. Gear 4 130, gear 3 170, gear 2 235, gear 1 382, final drive 3.62, and then the diff locking ratio and your transmission type, blah blah blah, whatever. And then brakes, again, something that I normally don't touch. Brake torque, front brake bias, ABS, launch control, blah blah blah, whatever. Really. Don't make it too hard on yourself. If you're just playing with this game for fun and all you want is a reliable build that can help you get through those grindy XP things, this is pretty much it. Normally when I start off with a new car, I always look at the geometry regarding the suspension and the wheels, and I don't even dive in so deep what other people do. Again, there are people that make videos with cars who can like do backwards entries and stuff like that. This is not a specific setup for that at all. I'm just saying this is a setup that works very well for me, just how you see or just how you saw when I was doing the tandem drift for the XP. So what we can do now is go to parking A, do a test drive. And don't be afraid to test certain setups. Just play around with it. And again, I'm wiggling the stick a little bit because it's been a long time for me. It's nice to do the handbrake. Just shift up. This is again, a car that doesn't really over-rotate. You can be on the edge, but it's not going to be too hard. It's very easy to slide in and out. I love this game, though. This is really a good game. So pretty much when we drift in real life, we actually tell people that you're steering the car with your throttle. That's actually how you're doing it. Again, I'm just playing around a little bit right now. I'm just doing this for fun. Oh, very close. So you can get on the edge. Ultimate angle. I can keep doing this like that the whole time, but I sometimes just want to keep it a little bit faint. It works just fine. It's really a nice car, even though I'm not big into BMW E36s. It just works. It's just really... See, we can push it. We can push it really far, but it doesn't over-rotate. That's normally what I do with the cars. And that's actually, well, in my opinion, a little bit of a sin because it's not realistic. It's kind of cheating in my opinion. So what you do is you make the car in the settings do something regarding your let's see, what's it, the Ackermann angle. So the Ackermann angle is actually how your steering wheel returns when you like give it a big ol' how do you say that, throw to put it into drift. Like in real life, I sometimes rip the steering wheel and then I let it slide in between the palms of my hands, and then when I get back I grab it very gently so I can do it fluid, so that people who are sitting next to me are not gonna throw up or gonna go like this the whole time. Whoa, 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 like that. That's pretty annoying. Right? So that's something that you don't want to do. So yeah, this is pretty much the video that's going to get you started on a little bit of a setup thing. It's not really that difficult. And especially, that's what I wanted to say, the Ackermann angle is something that you have to keep your eyes out or on. Because like, for instance, if we test it, we're going to put it, it's 33 right now, yeah? So we're going to go and we're going to put it on 53. And test drive. So let's see what happens then, yeah? If we get into a drift, like fully. See, look. There you go. It spins. When I completely keep it locked and keep gassing it, it's gonna be like that the whole time. So, sorry, I'm screaming right now. Return to the thingamajiggy. So, this is pretty much like the trick in the whole game. So, we can put it on 36. We're gonna test drive again. But this is a nice area. So, oh, see, it's not over-rotating. And there it is. So it takes a little bit longer to over-rotate. So now we're going to go back to return dynastand again. I'm going to go back to Ackermann angle. Set it a little bit less aggressive. Well, it's not even that aggressive, but whatever. Back to test drive. You can put it in a car where it just does not want to over-rotate anymore. And it really depends. See, now it's not over-rotating anymore. That was full lock. This is full lock the whole time. See, it's the, how do you say that? It's the golden egg. It's not over-rotating. I'm constantly gassing it. It's staying in full lock the whole time. It's not going any further. That's what I'm talking about regarding Ackermann angle. Again, maybe there are things in the video right now that I have not explained very well, or I was talking shit. People correct me, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm having fun with this game. I've always played it like this for years now, even on the PlayStation 4/PlayStation 5, and now on the PC. I already had it on the PC before even the PS4, but again, it's just a really nice game. Just like other Drift games, Drift 21 and the RDS and all that stuff, they're all good games. This game, I don't know what it has. It's not always sim-like, it's not always arcade, it's kind of like in between. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, there's a lot of cars that you can buy, and it's just nice, you know? I mean, the spectators are absolute crap. I mean, look at them. They're frozen in time. There's a Billy right there. Billy, Hank, Fritz, they're all here. They're just chilling right there. They're just, hey. But whatever, man. So again, I hope you guys learned something in this video. I hope I wasn't rambling on too long. And yeah, have fun with this. Keep the comments coming. Keep the likes and the subscriptions coming. We're gently increasing again. It's going very slow actually at the moment. I don't know why. I think my my things are dwindling down a little bit, probably because of the algorithm. Again, I plead to everybody who's watching this till the end. Thank you, and please subscribe to my channel. And if there's anything that I can do for you in return, or, you know, make a specific video, that's what I'm talking about. I'm always trying to do that, you know? Leave it in the comments down below. Give it a like, give it a share, subscribe, and then just let me know what else you want to see me do for you or for everybody else. So, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace for Ukraine. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.